Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, your Blaze, and oh no, I'm not blazing hot. I'm not. What was that last night? Honestly, what was that? I keep saying it. The only team that can gun Arsenal down is Arsenal. We practically gifted these people 2 goals. What was Kiwo doing? I admit, most of us didn't want Zinchenko to start because we felt he was going to advance into the midfield and leave, the left back wide open. And then they have pacey wingers, Sane, Gnabry. They have people that can hurt us there. So we felt like, and I think Arteta felt the same thing too. Hence why Kiwo started in place of Zinchenko. Kiwo had a poor game, a piss-poor game. Funny thing is, Zinchenko came into the second half and he did a wonderful job. Zinchenko did a wonderful job. Kiwo was piss poor. He was at fault for the 2 goals. Now, Gabriel Magalhaes laid on the pass to him. I don't see what is difficult there that you cannot trap. It means you were not focused. He wasn't paying attention. And then he missed it. The penalty, the same Kiwo. Come on, guys. It will be unfair to us fans if after you've, build us up, build our faith and our belief so much, only for us to just, drop us hot, push us down the stairs. It will be unfair. We are here supporting you, believing in you guys. You need to believe in yourselves as well. I said it in the preview game. Bayern is never a small club. Form might be temporal, but you see class. Class is always permanent, always. I said it. Bayern is not a small club. Bayern is never a club that you toil with. Yeah, I was predicting 4-0, 5-0. I was shocked. They shocked me. Arsenal, come on. I'm disappointed because this was a good opportunity for us to just secure this tie. The Alliance is not a stadium that you go and then you trash Bayern. How about you just get the win here and then you go to Alliance and then you try to just see the game out, defend when you can, counter when you can, and that was exactly what they did at the Emirates. Smart move from Tuchel. Smart move. All they wanted to do was defend and counter, and then it worked. He did a wonderful job on our team. And then the evidence is there for us to see. The evidence is there. He made it count. My annoyance is this. How can we have a stadium full of Arsenal fans and yet we made Bayern feel at home with no fan to cheer them on? How is that even possible? The old stadium was silenced at some point. When we were trailing 2-1, it was almost like they could not believe what they were seeing. Now this is an Arsenal side that we've been able to, break down teams. We've been able to limit their chances, limit their breaking into our midfield, and then somehow Bayern was able to just cut through us like hot butter, like knife on hot butter. Like it was so easy. They were cutting through our midfield like we were not even there. Jorginho was not even there. And then Partey came on. He was also so sloppy. I understand I can excuse him to some extent because he's just coming back from injury, right? Personally, I think Partey is the best fit for that game. But looking at the evidence from last night, the few minutes he had, and then how sloppy he was, how sluggish he was, I'm afraid Jorginho starts again for me. In Germany, he starts again. I feel like Arsenal shot themselves. Yes, I think we did. Because we had the stadium full of our fans. We were home. Bayern, they're going through a rough patch. And we've been excelling. We've been soaring high. We really should have taken advantage of that. At least a 3-1, 3-2. We should have won that game. We had no business drawing that game. Going to Germany now is not going to be easy at all. It would not. It's almost like we just allow the sleeping giants just, rise from their slumber. I'm really not happy. And then what was Saka doing? What was he doing? Now, it's a controversial thing, right? Everybody thinks it's a penalty, or most of us think it's a penalty. For me, I'm not so sure. It's not really it's not really black and white. It's grey. What was he doing? You've beat your man already. Try and score. Why are you trying to buy penalty that is not even 100%? Try and score. Or at least you've beat him. Try and dribble past him, and then if he stretches his leg again, that is a clear penalty. But no, Manuel Neuer already placed his leg out there. Though the law says that as long as the leg is, extended out there and then there's contact, it's going to be a penalty. But now Manuel Neuer is a very experienced keeper, right? What he made it look like? He made it look like, okay, I stretched my leg out trying to get the ball, but I didn't. So I just left my leg the way it was. I did not move the leg. Then Saka just ran into him. That is how it looks. Any other day, that can easily be a penalty. But I'm not going to use that as a yardstick while we drew that game. So fans should please let it go. It will be unfair for them to blow that as a penalty. Let's be realistic. Mind you, Gabriel Magalhaes did something very childish, very schoolboyish. As a professional, you will handle the ball in your 18. That's a clear penalty all day long. But at least the ref was lenient enough to just let it go. That's a clear penalty. So if anything, we should be thankful. We really should be thankful. We should be grateful that the ref just allowed that slide. But another talking point for me is the elbow on Gabriel Magalhaes by Harry Kane. Now, that is a red card. I'm sorry. And the guy was not even carded at all. He wasn't even given yellow card. It wasn't. It was exactly the same thing that C. Ronaldo did just this week. He did the same thing and he was given a red card. So how come? See, the double standard in football is just beginning to really wear me out. An elbow is an elbow. But it is what it is. That's past. So if we're going to be aggrieved by what happened, Bayern also have a right to be aggrieved also, because they had a clear penalty that wasn't given. So we should blame ourselves. It was just too obvious. Our inexperience just shone through last night. Oh, it's all good. We would learn from this. There's still hope. I'm just pissed that we will have to go do a whole lot now in Germany, when we could easily have just made it very easy for us, last night. So we go to Germany very comfortable. Well, it's all good. We can't go to any ground and win. I mean, we empty stadiums everywhere we go. Everywhere we go, right? So we can actually do it. Yeah, we can. Now, Bayern came with the mindset of just defend, counter, and then to crowd us out. I saw that whenever Saka had the ball, he had about 2-3 players on him, and they were very physical on Saka. They were. And then the ref just allowed it slide. Martinelli was completely marked out of the game. Nothing was going to his wing. And then even when he had 1 or 2 chances, he was so poor. For heaven's sake, this is the quarterfinal. Our players need to key into this. We can't do this. We can. There's nothing stopping us but ourselves. So I really want these boys to be passionate enough to know that they can do it, and then the fans are solidly behind them. Martinelli had a piss-poor game. Yes, he was marked out. They did not even let him have 1 or 2 chances to even maybe try to show what he can do. He was completely zoned out. And then even when he managed to have the ball, you will see 2 or 3 players on him. And then they were physical. They were very physical with him. And then somehow the ref just made it look like nothing was happening. He didn't even call them out once. Saka was obviously so pissed and so so angry. He wasn't happy with how he was treated. It was so obvious that they were just trying to be physical on him. They were trying to crowd him out. Whenever he had the ball, 2-3 players on him. Martinelli was not even in the game. They did not even let the guy even have. And even when he had 1 or 2 chances, he did nothing with it. He was so poor. He was poor as Kiwo. So poor. And then Odegaard is just is a maestro, yeah? He's an amazing player. I feel like we don't appreciate him as much as we should. This guy never tires out. The way he presses, he's our press king. Now he leads by example. So God bless Odegaard. Honestly, God bless him. Defend, counter. Defend, counter. That was what they did. And on our own, we graciously gifted them 2 chances. 2. And then those 2 shots led to 2 goals. Enough of trying to blame these players. Enough of that. Yeah? Enough of that. Let's just stay focused. Yeah? I don't want to blame anyone. I just want us to stay focused. And come next week, let's get the job done. Come on, you Gunners. You guys are amazing. Come on. Bayern came with the mindset of a low block. And then somehow we just made it very easy for them. But that won't happen. That won't happen. They would see a different Arsenal come next week. There's one thing I appreciate about Arteta is the fact that he learns on the job. He won't make the same mistake twice. The fact that he has seen the kind of game plan that Bayern has, he's not going to do the same thing. The kind of mistakes he made last time, he won't do the same thing come next week. So Arsenal to go through still for me. It will happen by God's grace. So I was wrong on my prediction. Well, who saw this coming? Yeah? Who saw a draw in this game? I don't think any of us did. I don't. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm just going to run through the player rating. Now, David Raya. David Raya. What was that? You had your defender on the ball already. Why push up so high? Without any pressure. What were you doing up there? Are you a midfielder, sir? You're a goalkeeper, for heaven's sake. Stay on your post. So we can all blame Kiwo, but we had so many players who did stupid things that led to the first goal. David Raya, number 1, for pushing so high up when his defender had it covered. What were you doing there? I'm just going to run through the player ratings. For me, David Raya, 5. Thank you. Please, there's a reason why Ramsdale is not starting. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too cocky. Alright? For me, Kiwa, 3. Piss poor game. I'm just being nice. I feel like even giving you a 2. But let me just stick to the 3 because we didn't lose. Your weakness didn't lead to us losing. So a 3. Then Saliba. Can't blame him for the tackle he made. He was just trying to save us. I can't blame him. Otherwise, he had quite a decent game. He had a decent game. I'd give him a 6. Gabriel Magalhaes was not his usual composed self. You know, he struggled in this game. He struggled. He easily could have given them a penalty. He easily could have done that. Focus, man. Where's your head? Focus. I'd give Gabriel Magalhaes a 5. Then Ben White, that chance he had in the 15th minute, that should have been a goal. He messed that up big time. He messed it up big time. Otherwise, he had quite a decent game, but he really messed that. That was a clean goal. You were clean. You have to be confident, man. You're brilliant. I feel like you don't rate yourself as much as we do. You have to be confident. You have to be composed. That should have been a goal, Ben White. That really should have been a goal. I'll give Ben White a 6. Then for our midfield, Jorginho for a large extent didn't have a good game. I don't think any of our midfielders had a good game apart from Odegaard. Even Declan Rice was a bit shaky. I'll just give Jorginho a 6. I'd give Declan Rice also a 7. I think I'd give Declan Rice a 7 at least. To me, he did a bit better than Jorginho. Then Odegaard, for me, I'd give Odegaard an 8. No, I don't. I'd give Odegaard an 8. Yes, Odegaard really did well. He was the only one trying to do something for us, pushing, pressing. So I'd give him an 8. That settles the midfield. For attack, Saka, he got us a goal. It's not his fault. He was marked out. They were physical on him, and then tried so hard to get the penalty at the end. I'd give him a 7. I'd give him a 7. At least he turned up. He turned up. Then Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is a warrior. I mean, he practically won the ball that led to the first goal. So he gives you that. He gives you drive. He gives you fight. I'd give him a 7. Thank you, Kai Havertz. Then for Martinelli, I'd give Martinelli a 4. I'm almost tempted to give him a 3, but I'll just give him a 4. Martinelli was piss poor. Yes, he was not even allowed to come into the game, but still, whenever I had the chance, he was sloppy, he was weak. Then for me, for the subs, the only 2 people I care to rate right now, the only 2 people that I felt came into the game and then changed it, was Gabriel Jesus and Trossard. Gabriel Jesus with his wonderful leg work. I mean, that is Gabriel for you. He gives you all that, but the end product is the issue for him. Gabriel Jesus will give you all that, but okay, score. That's the problem. Otherwise, if he can work on his proflicacy, we have ourselves a wonderful striker, but he's just not prolific. Gabriel Jesus entered and changed the game. I'd give Gabriel Jesus an 8. Yes, I will. Because I feel like when he came in, he showed us why he should have started. He should have started, actually. You need somebody with muscle. You need somebody that can, do some leg walks. You don't really get that. You don't really get that with Kai Havertz so much. With Gabriel Jesus, you get all that. So I think Gabriel Jesus should have started in place of Martinelli. So that was a wrong call from Arteta. We should have had a front three of... Okay, even I myself, I wanted Martinelli. I'm not going to lie. But seeing how the game played out, if I were Arteta, 45 minutes, I take Martinelli off and I put in Gabriel Jesus. So we have Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz and Saka. For me, 20 minutes or 25 minutes, I take you off. He had no business playing 45 minutes for us. So for me, Gabriel Jesus, 8. Trossard, 8. Because those people came in and they just turned the game around. I really don't want to rate Partey because he had a poor game for me. What was that? He was so sluggish, so poor. Please, Partey, work on your fitness. Work on it. And I need you to be fit and in form. Because this is when we truly need you. You've been out all season. Now that you're back, make it count for something. Partey, you're back now. Make it count for something. At least compensate us for all the weeks and months that you were out injured. I'll just give Partey a 4. I'd give him a 4. He would have been the best fit for this game, but he's not fit yet. Jorginho is a bit sluggish, he's technical but not the fastest player. Partey is a bit better, but unfortunately he's not looking fit yet. So guys, for the fans, I can't blame them. At some point they were a bit quiet, they were a bit cold, because I mean, at some point I saw empty seats. You can't blame them. They expected better from their players, but you guys still need to understand that experience matters, right? Experience matters in this level. It does matter, and that was what we saw from Bayern Munich. So let's not lose hope. The boys will turn up. They'll come true for us. So I'd give the fans a 9. Then for that referee, if there's any figure lower than 0, that is what I'm giving that ref. The ref, 0. 0. You're poor. You really need to work on your officiating. Allowing these people to waste time. They came with the tactics of wasting time, keeping a low block, countering when they can, counter us when they can, and then be physical, be using muscle to push our players down. And the ref just allowed it. He indulged them the whole game. So piss poor from the ref. 0 for me. Arteta, yes, when he realized he made a mistake, he took Kiwa off immediately and brought in Zinchenko half time. So that was a good move from him. I feel like Gabriel Jesus and Trossard should have come in a bit earlier, but still they did come in and they changed the game. So don't forget, guys, we easily could have lost that game. chance that Coman had that hits the goalpost, that could easily have been a goal. So we easily could have lost that game, but God said no. God was on our side. So, well, Arteta made up for his mistakes, and they both came in and then they gave us a goal. Trossard is just a brilliant player. For me, I think I would give the man of the match to... No one deserves it per se, but I'd give it to Odegaard because he's never tired. And it leads from the front. It leads. It's his own kind of leadership. Is the kind of... It's the like of Messi. Messi don't talk much. He leads on the pitch, and that's exactly what I see with Odegaard. For me, he's my man of the match. And then a person who comes really close is Trossard. Remember, against Porto, if not for Trossard, we still could have, maybe even gone out in that knockout stage. We easily could have gone out because that goal gave us the opportunity to get to penalties. So Trossard is, I hear he's the only player to give us 6 goals, to give 6 goals off the bench in the top 5 league. As a sub player, he's the only player to have 6 goals coming off the bench, and he's got 13 goals so far this season. For a player we bought for 20-something, was it 25M or so? That's a brilliant buy. When you compare it to Modric, it's a brilliant buy. So nice one from Edu and Arteta. So guys, this is my take on the game. What do you think? Do you agree with me? If you do, please leave it in the comment section. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and I do hope you have a good time with us. And if you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe, like, share, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to leave the thumbs up button for me. See you when I see you.